Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Steve Cooper from the Chestnut Ridge Weather Center in Deer Lodge, Tennessee. And of course, if you want to call the Chestnut Ridge Weather Line, you're more than welcome to at 423-965-4900. That's where all your forecasts and information are based for Cumberland, Fitchurst, and surrounding counties. Now, we are tracking several things right now here at the Chestnut Ridge Weather Office. One is a actual cold front moving across the plains, and where you see that red box at, that is a tornado watch, which means that conditions are favorable for tornadoes in and close to the watch area, that people in the watch area should stay tuned for later statements and listen for possible warnings. Now, right now, I'm seeing a lot of showers and thunderstorms develop around Texas and Louisiana into the Arklatex region, and it does look like some of these thunderstorms could become awfully strong and produce that possibility for some type of tornado activity. So we're going to keep an eye on that for you real close. Matter of fact, I'm going to pinpoint some of the areas that are most at risk here. Across Louisiana, Arklatex region, that's where they're going to see most of the activity. And then later on, that may work its way a little bit on up into West Tennessee and move its way down through portions of the Missouri Boot Heel areas. Now, switching sources real quick, I want to switch a few sources here. And in doing that, I will go to the latest front, and this is the latest front conditions. And as you can see, there are quite a bit of things happening here. We got a cold front back to our Midwest, and that's going to be our next weather setup, believe it or not. That's going to be our next weather setup going into next week, and along with potentially some varying winds within height. Now, one thing that does concern me is the fact that Cape values are going from 3,000 JKG all the way through the plains and through West Tennessee, and then, believe it or not, some of those capes start to increase in Middle Tennessee as we go through the forecast period. So that would not surprise me at all to see a good potential severe weather outbreak here in the form of a lot of lightning, hail, and even the possibility for tornadoes. That would not surprise me at all as we work our way into next week. As a matter of fact, I'm going to bet the farm that we could see the possibility for some conditions existing for a pretty good intense severe weather scenario. Now, let me go ahead and look at the criteria for at least tomorrow. This is for tomorrow's threat. Of course, I've made this myself. You can expect the possibility of some severe weather to continue tomorrow. Again, from the Arklatex region, the eastward areas of the Arklatex region, and then it will work its way further northward, isolated strong severe thunderstorms across Tennessee, the Ohio Valley, maybe Pennsylvania, to where they could actually see some hail, some damaging winds, and even that threat for tornadoes also. Now, I do want to point out that areas here are in a good sustained area of a slight risk for severe weather, so I would not be surprised to see severe storms with possible tornadoes forming along the boundary here. Now, let's take a look at the statistics, as it does look like once again we got that front that's going to move its way in. As it does so, areas east of that front very much in the warm mass, and according to some of the models up here to the northern areas around Chicago through Pennsylvania, that's where the higher levels of atmospheric instability is at for winds, and that could create a potential problem for damaging winds and tornadoes. And so I'm going to probably establish a possible threat of concern here along these regions, even back through here, for the possibility of tornadoes, hail, and damaging winds. Now, let me go ahead and go into your latest forecast models and show you what is expected for sure. And again, as you can see, I've put all this together pretty well. You're seeing that slight risk of severe weather across the Arklatex region. Then that severe weather will start to move its way farther eastward across Middle Tennessee later tonight and in through the day tomorrow, and then probably work its way well to the northeast. Just some things I need to show you real quick. The wind is quite varying from southwest to northeast, from northeast to southeast. Either way you look at it, winds are pretty well varying. And wherever that wind veers, especially I've taken a look at jet stream, the jet stream is actually going to be look like this right now. It's actually going uphill. So this means that the warm sector of temperatures are starting to rise further northward, and that's what's bringing that possibility for severe weather. Matter of fact, areas that did see snow here may not get to see much, except maybe as you work your way further north. So warm air is starting to really creep over and across the southeast. Just a few general ideas you need to know exactly right now. If you are put under a tornado watch, which some of you are, remember that a tornado watch means that conditions are favorable for severe weather in and close to the watch area. If severe weather develops and severe thunderstorms seem to spot a funnel cloud or wall cloud, more likely a tornado warning will be issued at this time, which means that a tornado has been sighted or indicated on radar. Go to a safe place such as a basement, into your room or hallway, away from windows. Do not bother opening up doors. It can waste your time and kill you at the same time. Try not to get vehicles and drive straight from the tornado. The tornado is much more powerful. It can suck your vehicle up and kill you immediately. If you're outside and you can't get nowhere to a shelter or basement, get inside a ditch, lie flat with your hands covering your head, and never ever whatsoever get under overpasses. Thank you for listening to my forecast, folks. We will keep you updated of the latest information. And again, 423-965-4900 is the number to contact. And of course, I will keep you informed of all your latest weather information there. Look for showers and thunderstorms for Tennessee. Some of those could possibly become severe between late tonight on through the day, as especially we go into much of our forecast period ahead of time as we go into, yes, looks like as we go into Monday, we could see that possibility for strong, even severe storms going into Monday. That's a look at the latest forecast information there. I'm your forecaster, Steve Cooper. Have yourself a wonderful day, folks.